Hello, 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 everybody. I am, for starters, please excuse me. I just got back from Dominican. I've got a nasty head cold here, and my tail feathers are just dragging a little bit. So, but I wanted to come live. I wanted to get moving on some stuff here. It is a new day. It is a new year. Mary, welcome, welcome. Am Smith, welcome. Everybody else, welcome, welcome. Glad you guys made it. So, if you see my head kind of flashing back and forth here, I'm actually doing two lives. I've got one on YouTube, or I've got one on YouTube over here. I got one on TikTok over here, and I just wanted to touch base with all you guys. It is the 16th of January. Good Lord, we're already skating through January here. But I just wanted to touch base with you. It's a new year. It's a new time, and things are happening, and I just want you to think a little bit about what you want your year to look like. Now, first of all, before we get started here, I'm a real estate investor, or I technically was a real estate investor. I still own a little bit of real estate, but I was doing it for 20 years, and it just got to the point where it just wasn't working anymore. And so my question to you is, if you're a real estate investor and it feels like every time you get a rent check, you think it already belongs to your some repair bill somewhere, you're not really imagining that, because I was going through that. Well, I'm always going through that, to be quite honest with you. And I'll tell you a little story here. um, as I mentioned, I was just down in Dominican Republic, and while I'm down there, I'm getting emails from back home, text messages from back home saying, "Oh, by the way, we need to do this repair, that repair, the other repair." And this is not stuff that Hey, Manuel, welcome, welcome, Alex, welcome. This is not stuff that I budgeted for. This is not stuff that I had planned for. And all of a sudden, I have to do it because I'm not one of those guys. I am very particular about my tenants. I want to make sure they're safe and they're happy and they're comfortable and they have a place that they can call home. So that's why I want to make sure that whatever needs to be done on my properties gets done, and gets done in an expeditious manner, like gets done right away, so that they're not struggling or hurting, or it becomes an unsafe situation for them. I'm not one of those guys. So again, like, for a while there it was okay, but after a while it just burns you out, these constant bills. I mean, you think you should be having all this cash flow. You're looking forward to, hold on a second here, guys. You're looking forward to having some extra spending money, to having, to paying off your own bills. And all of a sudden it's like, I got this bill, I got that bill, I got a bunch of other bills. I didn't plan for all this stuff. It had to all be done. But hey, Mike. Hey, Shirley. Um, it had to be done, and the next thing you know, I'm dipping into my line of credit again to pay all these bills. So this is the thing that I talk about a lot. This is what I'm going to start talking about a lot more, because I still see the gurus out there running around saying how great real estate is as an investment. And again, it used to be a good gig. It's still okay. I still own a fair chunk of real estate, but compared to what it used to be, there's no way. There's a lot of stress involved. There's a lot of, you better be prepared. You better have some deep pockets when it comes time to, for some of these bills to come along. And if you don't, like, that can put a lot of stress on you and your family. If you're, you've got a 9 to 5 somewhere, you're working hard, you've got all the your income from your job, to pay your family's bills, and this real estate was supposed to be a retirement fund for you, or a way to save some money. The next thing you know, instead of buying, or paying for, saving some money for kids' college, or paying for hockey. I mean, I think hockey's done now, but not done. But I mean, you're done paying all the bills for hockey. But my daughter now, she's getting ready for a new year of school, and I've got earmarked a couple grand for that. But if you've got all of a sudden you've got some money earmarked for college or post curricular activities and stuff like that. If you can, if you've got money earmarked for that, and then all of a sudden this real estate comes along and says, "Oh, by the way, you've got to pay for a new furnace, you've got to pay for a new roof, you've got to pay for whatever," um, that money's gone, and that puts a heck of a pile of stress on you as a real estate investor. So what I want to do is, and I'm going to start doing this over the next little while. I'm going to change a lot of things with my digital business, and I'm going to start doing this a lot more over time. Hey, Darla, welcome, welcome. Meili, welcome. Kane, how are you? Um, Hold on a second here. Give me 1 minute, folks. Sorry. There we go. Sorry, just had to deal with something there real quick. Now I'm going to have to deal with this. Got it. Okay. So, anyways, I want to talk a lot more about this over the next little while, and I'll see if I can share with you a better option than real estate investment. So, the one thing that I did want to share with you, um, I'm going to go through this. Now, this is actually a property that I own, and I just like when I say like this stuff can bite you in the tail. I'm speaking from experience. I've got 20 years experience in this, and what was happening to me was over time. Um, the joke was I used to own a small town. Now I only own the street. But what was happening to me over time was these buildings would need maintenance. Obviously, I would have mortgages on them. Obviously, property taxes. Obviously, insurance for sure. And the next thing we ran into a little bit of a stagnant period here through the late 20 teens. 16 and kind of up, 15 and kind of up. We ran through a little bit of a stagnant period here, and rents weren't going up. But at the same time, property taxes 3 to 10% a year. Insurance was going up 3-4% a year, like a lot. Well, actually, probably a lot more than that for less coverage. And utilities going up on my multifamilies for sure. Just every kind of bill you can possibly imagine going up. And we had the interest rate hikes there, the early 2000s, the interest rate hikes with all the inflation. And when rents don't go up enough to cover that, the next thing you know, where's that money going to come from? You got to pay for it somehow. And what I was doing was, number one, I was rating my line of credit to pay that. Number two was I was having to sell a building now to pay off my line of credit. What part of passive income was that? Like, it's just, there's no way. So, anyways, I just wanted to show you guys this so you kind of get an idea what I'm talking about. Now we're all backwards here. So give me half a second to adjust. Mirror my video, shut that off. Hold on a second, try that again. Come on, there we go. So that should work. Yeah, both sides are working here. Now all I got to do is line up. So I'm just going to hang this back a little bit here. Just, oh my Lord. Trying to get this all balanced out is a bit of a nightmare. So this is actually a property that I own. So what this property is, it's a little row house, I guess you'd call it. So when I bought it, I paid $220 for it. Now, along the way, I collected rent, $1,400. Here's what the taxes were a month. Insurance, that was about that much. I had to pay management. I don't manage my places myself, so I had to pay management. And then, vacancy and repair and maintenance. And I put a little bit aside for that just to make sure that I've got some cash, right? So about $960 a month in expenses. About $960 a month in actual revenue coming from that property. Then I got my mortgage was $740, so I'm left with about $219 left over. And so 219, that's about $2,600 a year. debt pay down because I'm paying off my mortgage as I go, right? So that's about 5 grand a year. So total about $7,600 a year on a, what was it here? About a $60,000 investment. So what's that work out to? About a little more than 10%, 12% or something like that. So in theory, not bad, right? Here's where it bites you. Let me just clean this up a little bit. So now I've got that 7,600. So I've got that 7,600. Well, the first thing that happens is even good tenants, their circumstances change. They move out. They find a better place. They find a smaller place. They move with family. Like stuff happens. Every time one moved out, even a good tenant, you had to go through that place. You had to straighten it out. You had to clean it up a little bit. Just going to adjust that a bit. You had to clean it up a little bit. So those cleanups could be anywhere from 2 to 5 thousand. So $2 to 5 thousand. Obviously not so much work, but if they lived there for 3 or 4 years, new paint, maybe new flooring, stuff like that. Where did that come from? It came out of that $7,600. So now your $7,600 might be only 5,600 or maybe only 2,600. Well, this particular property just needed a new roof, and that was $6,500. Where did that $6,500 come from? It came out of here. Are you seeing where I'm going with this? Water heater, furnace. Like this stuff, it breaks down over time, and I get it. Like stuff wears out, and it wears out in my house too. But when you've got a pretty good chunk of real estate, and those bills just keep coming in and coming in and coming in, the next thing you know, like you don't have any cash flow. Hey, Kimberly, how are you? Good to see you. We're talking real estate here, so it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well in the new year. So that's kind of what I wanted to go over with you guys and just let you know that let me see if I can do this here just for fun. But this is what what I want to go over with you guys, and this is why I talk about the minute the math broke, I guess is what you call it for me. And after a while it just stopped adding up, and it doesn't take a rocket surgeon to realize that if you keep selling a property a year to pay down your lines of credit and to cover all your debts and make sure that you're okay. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to realize that. Kimberly, hold on, let me poke some buttons here, see if I can get you up here. Are you there? Can you hear me? Hey, how are you? Well, no, that was me. I'm poking buttons here. So, uh, anyways, I'm on two sides here, Kimberly. So I've got a YouTube side and I've got a TikTok side. So you're on the TikTok side. So my YouTube side's kind of sitting here going, where? What happened? What happened? But yeah. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. We were just talking about real estate, and I was telling my audience here about what was happening with my real estate and why I get so excited about different business opportunities and why I'm looking at different business opportunities, especially in the digital world. And so, ladies and gents, we have a queen here. We've got somebody who's very successful in the digital world, and another one of my compatriots, shall we say, that's working in the digital world. And yeah, like, do you want to share a little bit about your experience?
single mom. After my divorce, I decided to get in the digital marketing space because I didn't want a job. I live in the middle of nowhere. There's farmland all around me, and just a store trip to go to the grocery store and back takes an hour.
Yeah, I can see it.
So it's not I didn't want to get a minimum wage job to say payday broke. And I was determined I was going to figure it out. And I did. Like, I found, the digital program that I follow. And, I made a $600 sale 2 days ago. Like,
Sweet. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's
Yeah.
just, it's not about the money exactly. Like, it is, but in the beginning. But then you realize you can help so many other people. And, I'm helping somebody right now that's caregiver for her dad, and she's the only person. And she's like, he's in hospice, and when he dies, I have no income. So, I'm excited to be able to help her.
Yeah.
And it's because our paths crossed years ago. And she's like, you kept popping up on my Facebook, and I'm like, but I'm mainly on TikTok. I do stories. So she's like, every time I almost gave up, you popped up. So
Well, that's kismet. That's a sign.
Finally took the plunge.
Yeah. But again, I'm gonna point this out to my audience here that I'm a burned out real estate guy. Like, I really thought that real estate was going to be my freedom machine for a great retirement, and it's blowing up in my face. You're a single mom. The lady you were just talking about is a caregiver that's going to face some difficulty on two fronts. Not only does she lose somebody she cares about, but now she's got no income. So these are the things that you can create in the digital world. This is the kind of value that you can create in the digital world. It's helping people, and obviously you help people, you get help too. And that's a win-win in my world.
When they're 17.
Yeah.
Legalities, you got to be careful with that. But he started at 17, and the last I heard, he's like a cowboy. He does rodeos and stuff. And the last I heard, he was over 80,000 at 17.
That's crazy.
He's probably by now.
That's crazy. Yeah, he'd probably be 18 by now, because I think I know the story you're talking about. And yeah, like, just telling stories and sharing your life and helping other people create something better for themselves, and doing all right for yourself too. Like, and that's okay. I don't know if you saw or not, but I was coming back from, we just got back from Dominican. I'm all sick with a cold here, but we were coming back, and the plane had entire Wi-Fi. So that's why I was able to be on the meeting yesterday. And now you try doing that with a 9 to 5, there's no way. You're there. And you know what? If you're not there, you're not getting paid. Well, I was able to catch up on a training. I was able to catch up on a lot of communications and content creation and stuff like that. And I mean, it was pretty sweet. So again, this is the kind of world that we're living in right now. Is these opportunities are not just there, but they're becoming easier and a lot more powerful to create some really interesting wealth, and whatever that wealth looks like for you.
Right.
But if you just want to replace a 9 to 5, if you want to stay home with your kids rather than having to go to, maybe a 9 to 5, if you've got and there's a few people in our community right now that they make good money. I make decent money, or I made anyways. But some of these guys are making well into 6 figures, but they've got no life. They've got no life with their families. They've got no life. They're working 14 hours a day. I mean, they come home and they pretty much fall on their face on the carpet in the front door and stay there till the next morning. Like, I mean, that's no life.
Look at Tim in the community.
Yeah.
25 years for one job. He was in corporate. They let him go. He made great money.
Yeah.
I mean, he was making multiple 6 figures, but he was at home. He was not involved with his kids.
Yeah. And just to let him go, we've restructured and you're not part of the restructure? Like, come on. Yeah, yeah, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So those, again, folks, those are the kind of opportunities that are available. And now that I don't have my glasses on, oh, there we go. Yeah. So Jr. Like, um, hold on a second here. Let me just deal with something here real fast. Sorry, I just had to deal with something there real quick.
There's too many. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's just I'm just thrilled about the new year, and a lot of folks are going to be coming into this new year now. Well, maybe they're dragging already on credit card gifts or credit card bills, and now they're starting to deal with that. But then on top of the credit card bills, now all of a sudden, what are you guys going to do in the summer? What are you guys going to do in the spring? It's coming along. Do you want to go on a vacation with your kids, or are you going to be putting in 14 hours a day, and they don't see you? So
Exactly. Like now is the time to be getting into it.
now is the time to be starting.
So they can start doing it.
Yeah, yeah. So
Because I have people now, it's so funny. Once you get negative energy out of your house,
mhm.
it's like everything.
It starts coming in, doesn't it? Starts flowing.
Yeah, and so like I got the negative energy out, and here comes a sale, and here comes all these people in my inbox. Like, where did they come from? Like, I know who they are. We've met, like we're friends, but I haven't seen them or talked to them in years. And now they're popping up. Like, So I say keep posting your content.
Keep trucking. Keep posting it out. Megan's on here too. How you doing, Megan? Good to see you. Megan's another Canadian. I don't know if your paths have ever crossed. She's another Canadian. She used to work with Wendy a lot.
Okay.
So taught me a few tricks. So she's hanging in there. So yeah, so that's kind of all I got here. But I just wanted to mention to my community that I'm going to be doing a lot more of these. I'm going to be explaining a lot more about real estate investment, how it works. I mean, back in the day, um, oh, if you got into, oh, there's a ton, but
Grant Cardone, Cardone Capital.
oh, Grant Cardone, yeah,
Sit with them.
yep,
You get money ever so often back, cash flow.
yep, yep.
So,
But it's all dependent on them performing. I do another one. You don't have it in the States, I don't think, but they're called mortgage investment corporations, and they're kind of a, how to describe it. It's kind of a tax setup, but I do my retirement funds through there, and they do really great. But you're in real estate, so if the real estate market tanks, I mean, you can really you can get drawn down. And so it's nice to, again, even if you've got a really great 9 to 5, it's nice to hedge your bets. So that if that guy comes along and says, "Yeah, we've restructured," and you're not part of the restructure, you can come back and say, "Well, I restructured too, and you ain't part of my restructuring either." It's just like, see you later. But I run into them a lot too. I run into a lot of folks that are you know, they're doing all right, but they're just like one little hiccup, one little restructure, one little whatever. Certainly in the real estate business, in the rental business, they're one furnace away from just no, you can't. Not in this world now. Safe. Not and be safe. Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, that's all I got. I'm about ready to choke up a lung here, so sorry. I'm gonna go have an emergency and design my new school page here. So
7-day challenge in my community.
I saw that. Good for you. Well done.
The last day's actually tomorrow, but yeah.
Cool.
And
Cool.
then I
Cool.
did a workshop in October. I'm getting out of my comfort zone. I have
Yeah. 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 No, but it's fun though, isn't it?
this fun, and you get more confidence a little bit at a time.
And when you, I just always find that, like your mind is your biggest obstacle, right? And then once you get into it, it's like, that wasn't so bad. That was actually a lot of fun. When can we do it again?
You know what I start? This has nothing to do with business, but I gotta say this.
Okay.
You know who Mr. Beast is, right?
Yep.
I don't watch TV. I watch a movie occasionally. I'm hooked. Me and my son the last 2 nights has watched the Mr. Beast games. In 2 nights, we did the whole season.
Oh my gosh.
I'm hooked. I love Survivor, so
Okay.
I'm now. And the only reason I got hooked is because my son's like, Jeff Probst with Survivor is something. There's a challenge coming up or something with Mr. Beast, and they're doing something together. And I'm like, wait a minute. So he's like, but we need to watch season 1 in order to do that. And I'm like, oh gosh. So we watched season 1. Now we'll be on season 2. Now I want to go apply for it.
Do it. Do it. Oh my gosh.
But anyway,
That would be super fun. Okay. Yeah, because Landman's, well, not Landman, Tulsa King's over now, so I need something new to watch.
in 2 nights, I wouldn't go to bed.
Oh, funny.
Then not last 2 nights, like
Funny.
and I'm still up early. So when you know your why and you
Mhm.
know what you want to accomplish, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You can just sleep.
Yeah. And I think that's a lot. I think that's a lot of what people need to think about is just like awaken your giant inside. Like everybody wants more than they've got. Make it happen. Everybody has desires, but they think, well, I can't, or I can't this, I can't that. I've got no income to do this. I've got no free time to do this. Well, create that stuff. Listen. Yeah.
Training is all about that
Yeah.
I've listened to for years.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like that anymore.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Absolutely. And I mean, we're all going, at the end of the day, we're all going to the same place. Now, do you want to have your last few days, sitting around with regret? I wish I would, I wish I would, I wish I would have. Or do you want to go, hey, you know what? I did some really crazy stuff. And it scared the heck out of me at the time, but I got those memories now. You got to have a big why. So, and I like to think that we all do, but can always be bigger, can always be more adventuresome. So, yeah, one of the things you talk about, I haven't done, I haven't done one in a while, but I mean, the new year's coming along and like, I want things to happen. I want things to be created. I'm going to start doing these lives. I'm going to start doing webinars as well. So again, folks, like, I mean, if you're watching us right now and you want more information, I can't do it right now. I'm kind of busy, obviously, but if you want more info, hey, just throw your questions in the comments. I'll answer them when I get off, and be sure to follow along.
Email you.
Yeah, or email me. Just go to yourwealthmastery.com. You can get my info there as well. And just check it out. Like, doesn't cost you nothing to have a look. And if it's not for you, hey, it's not for you. I want you to be safe with whatever you decide to do, you know. And if it's not this, hopefully you do find that whatever that is that propels you forward. But I think we got a good opportunity here, and we got a good community, and I like to promote.
Yeah.
I like to see it grow. So I am.
Keep me posted on when the next live thing is, because I'll get back in it.
Sure.
Right now, I'm taking a break, but I plan to get back in it before the next live event.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that. I would imagine it's going to be next spring again, but I'm not sure. And of course, now now we're all on the what do they call it? The case study where they're taking all the
Um,
yeah, yeah. Well, it's helpful, but again, you've got a structure and systems. I'm a pilot, so it's all systems and checklists, but that's what equals your freedom. You get the stuff organized and that's what equals your freedom. But yeah, I mean, this is part of what it is like I haven't done a live in a long time, and it's like you gotta these are the things that are gonna give you success. Lives aren't so bad. Like lives are easy. You meet cool people and away you go, right? So
yeah, well, keep me posted
I
on
will
that.
I will do so. But yeah, I'll let you know when the next mastermind live is, and
Because I know it'll be Dallas. She did say
probably
that. And
probably
she said March or April,
the,
but they
the
haven't
the
set a
the
date.
December one was Dallas for sure. I guess you knew that though, right?
First,
Yeah, I went virtual too. I just 2 weeks before Christmas, I just couldn't do it. Too much stuff going on around here. I couldn't take 4 days. So, but that's okay. The one in the spring will be fun. Get down to Dallas in the spring, and it'll be fun.
Clinton.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Well, you know what else they got down there is they got that, what do they call it, Six Flags or Five Flags or whatever? The amusement park. We can make content in the amusement. Yep, that's the one.
Texas.
I would assume it's Dallas. I don't know because we were in Dallas a couple of years back, and that's we all went to Six Flags. So
To the zoo, I think.
okay,
They got a in Dallas. So when I go, I'll probably hang out an extra day or two
sure.
with her.
Actually, I got some friends down there too. Now that you mention it, I should probably hang out, pay them a visit too once I'm in town. So, alrighty, listen, I'm gonna wrap up this live. So it's good seeing you too. That was a lot of fun. I'm glad I saw your. I usually don't wear my glasses, and then I can't see anything down here. So it's nice to.
And I'm supposed to be messaging pretty quick
Okay,
together.
cool, fun. Right on. Well, I'll check out your live as well. Okay,
Be the nine. I think we're gonna hop on if she can. She's gonna let me know here in the next few minutes. But
well, I usually go first thing in the morning. When I was doing it, I was going first thing in the morning. I think that's too early for folks. I got to change my times on that.
just a lot.
Mhm.
Like
Was she?
and people.
Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's again, maybe it's consistency that's going to get that done, right? Yeah, cool.
Challenge.
It's a very good challenge to have, that's for sure.
So
So, all right, and you as well. You bet. Take care. We'll catch you soon. Bye. Well, that was fun. So sorry about that, guys. I kind of got sidetracked a little bit, but yeah, she's a hey, Chad. She's a lady that another lady from the community, and like doing great things and getting lots happening. And one of the things I'm going to talk about with the Legacy Builders community is we're 50 some thousand people. I think it's 56 now thousand people. We're growing. Um, when you get into the digital world, and I found this out firsthand. I mean, when you get into the digital world, you can be very much by yourself in business. Well, with Legacy Builders, like you're in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself. So, and that's a nice place to be. There's a lot of, like, you can get a hold of the mentor. I mean, when we talk about going to these masterminds down in Dallas, or the one that was just in December down in Kansas, we're there with in the home of the mentor, our mentor. Like she's right there. I mean, we have first person access to her. Whereas, again, I've been in a lot of different groups and done a lot of stuff as far as wealth creation over the years. And when you don't typically get, there's usually a barrier between you and the mentor, you and whoever's putting on that show. And that's one thing that's really nice. Like you can sit down and with Michelle or Mike or whoever, and they will teach you if there's anything hanging you up, they'll teach you how to do that. And they did with me when I was down in Kansas last time. And it's a really really cool place to be. So, anyways, guys, I'm kind of going to wrap up here. I'm feeling a little draggy. Sorry, I'm feeling a little draggy here. So I'm going to wrap this up, but I'm going to keep talking more and more on giving you an opportunity to compare. If you want to invest in real estate, hey, by all means, go ahead. I still have real estate, so I'd be lying if I said that I got out of it and it's terrible. It's not. I'm just finding that for where I am in life and wanting to simplify my life with less stuff, less scrambles, less struggles. Real estate's not taking me in that direction. Real estate is not providing the reliable, the passive income that was was I won't say promised, but was suggested when I first got in. So it's just not doing it anymore. Whereas digital business, I mean, we have opportunity. We can create whatever we want. And again, I mean, there's um there's a ton of training to show you whatever you want to see in digital marketing. Just gonna see if I can't. Oh, let me see if I can do this just for fun. Oh, this is another friend of mine. This is another Canadian here, and I'm just going to see if I can get her on. I don't know whether I can or not, but we'll see what happens. And if she pops on real quick, then we'll say hello. And if she doesn't, then I'll bid you all adieu. And the next, I haven't set a time for my next for my next live, but what I will do is I'll be posting my next live in my group in my on my email on my email list. So if you want more information, if you want to see this blueprint and see what this stuff's all about, go to www.yourwealthmastery.com. Just toss in your email there, toss in your information, and you'll get a copy of you'll get the blueprint and you'll get some more information from there. You'll also get a couple of videos. If it doesn't happen to show up, if you don't happen to get the email, check your junk or your spam box. It might have ended up in there. But if you've got any questions, once you get in there, if you've got any questions, you can email me directly. Harry, I think it's Harold at yourwealthmastery.com. You can email me directly if you've got any questions. And if it's not for you, no harm, no foul. But at least find out a little bit. If you want to stick with real estate, by all means, go ahead. But at least find out what other options are there. I guarantee you, we don't with digital marketing, you don't have a $60,000 or $80,000 down payment as an entry fee to get into place. Anyways, that's all I've got for you today, guys. So thanks again for coming. I really appreciate you all, and we'll catch up with you all soon. Guess I don't have touch screen there. There we go.